Alright guys, hope I am live right now. Okay, so how's it going guys? Hope you guys are well. If you guys haven't seen my most previous video, the one that I literally just uploaded a few minutes ago, definitely check it out. But yeah, I uploaded a video about 30 minutes ago. If you guys haven't seen it, definitely check it out. But I want to come on live. Okay, I want to start live streaming a bit more for you guys. I feel like this is better in a way because I'm actually live talking to you guys and you guys can actually communicate with me live. You know what I mean? I can answer your questions and whatnot. But yeah, tonight, guys, I want to do a stream. I'm streaming obviously right now, and I'm going to give you guys an update on what's happening with Bitcoin because I actually saw Bitcoin pump right towards the end of the video. My previous video, the one that I literally just uploaded, Bitcoin was actually pumping above $28,000. So I want to talk about it, right? Give you guys a little update on what's happening with Bitcoin and whatnot. So you guys can clearly see that Bitcoin is now well above $28,000. We actually saw Bitcoin just below $28,000, around 27.7. Now it's well above it, right? And that's because pretty much the US inflation data, the CPI came out, and this is how Bitcoin is reacting to it. Okay. And it's not just Bitcoin that is pumping, it's also other altcoins that's pumping as well. You guys can clearly see that some altcoins, as of right now, are in fact having some slight pumps, nothing too crazy since the CPI data just came out. You know, Bitcoin was obviously reacting slightly to it, same with Ethereum. You guys can see for the past 24 hours. Bitcoin is up over 1%, 1.2%. Ethereum is up 1.2% as well. And some altcoins are slightly having a pump up. Okay, slightly. Nothing too crazy so far. But this is a decent pump up. So if you guys are in fact trading and whatnot, personally, I would take my profits. That's just my personal opinion. But yeah, great to see Bitcoin still above $28,000, so that's amazing to see for Bitcoin. Ethereum is also pumping as well, almost touching $1,900. Some other altcoins are pumping as well, of course. Okay, pretty much if Bitcoin is pumping, majority of the market, okay, altcoins will follow and pump with it. Okay, majority of the time, not all the time. But yeah, everything's looking pretty good tonight. So yeah, that came out. And also I want to show you guys this chart because we are still holding above this, trend line that we have in fact been seeing for Bitcoin. And honestly, I've told you guys as many times that I don't see Bitcoin dropping below, $20,000. A lot of people think Bitcoin will go below $20,000. Okay, even touching $20,000. I think that's just very unlikely at this point because you guys have to understand Bitcoin has already hit bottom. It touched $16,000. It was there for a while back in November and December. And at one point in November, I don't know if you guys remember, but Bitcoin actually touched below $16,000. Okay, it went like around 15.6, 15.8K. And that's when I actually invested a lot into Bitcoin, right? I accumulated and I bought a lot of Bitcoin at that time. And I'm glad I did. Okay, a lot of people thought Bitcoin would, drop below $10,000, even touching $10,000, okay, for all the bears out there. But no, that did not happen, obviously, guys, right? So this just pretty much shows you guys to never really, time the market. Okay, this is why I always tell you guys to dollar cost average, right? Obviously, dollar cost averaging is a great investing strategy. A lot of investors use this strategy not just in crypto, but also in stocks and bonds and whatnot, right? Just investing in general, okay? Every week, if you want to invest $100 for an example, you would invest that, right? Every single week, okay, consistently, right? Whether it's pumping or dumping, whatever the market is doing, whether it's in the greens or the reds, it don't matter. You just invest that $100 every single week consistently. And that's what's great about, this investing strategy, right? Dollar cost averaging, DCA, because you don't have to time the market at all, right? So I highly suggest you guys to do that. It's a great strategy to use, and obviously a lot of people use this strategy because it works, right? And a lot of people have made a lot of money using just this simple strategy, dollar cost averaging, right? I want to show you guys this clip of Michael Saylor. Recently, he was in a podcast, okay, and he was talking about Bitcoin, right? He was literally just talking about Bitcoin. This was actually uploaded a few hours ago, earlier this morning. But yeah, I want to show you guys this clip in case you guys haven't seen it. We know who Michael Saylor is. Okay, he's a Bitcoin maximalist. He believes in Bitcoin and whatnot. So just
How
watch this.
monumental will the Bit?
Wait, hold up. I don't know if you guys can even hear it.
How monumental will the Bitcoin halving be? I think it's expected in April of 2024, so in a little less than a year. How big of a deal is that?
I think it's a catalyst to the upside. Clearly, I mean, the amount of Bitcoin that the miners receive in a reward they might sell will be cut in half. So that's a good thing. But I would say that any rational person that studied Bitcoin for 10 hours knows that there will never be more than 21 million Bitcoin. And so you know there's less than that because some millions of Bitcoin have been lost and they'll never be spent. And so you're buying Bitcoin because you know it's capped. And you know that gold and silver and oil and soybeans and paper currency and land and apartments are not capped. Everything else on earth is going to keep increasing in supply forever. Bitcoin is not. So once you figure that out, then the only question is there anything better? And you sift through the other 20,000 cryptos. And if they're not better and they're not better, then this is the one. Now, every intelligent person with money has put their money on Bitcoin. So what are you going to bet on? You're going to bet on the networks that were invested in by people without money that aren't intelligent, right? So Bitcoin is the winner because the smart money has chosen it. There are a lot of other catalysts, right? Every time there's hyperinflation in a place like Argentina, it's a catalyst. Every time a bank fails, it's a catalyst. Every time someone builds an application that's cool on Bitcoin, right? Like all the ordinals and inscriptions and whatever, they're driving up transaction fees, it's catalyst. Every time a company like MicroStrategy buys another $100 million worth of Bitcoin, it's catalyst. Every time a regulator actually clarifies the fact that Bitcoin is a commodity, an asset without an issuer, and it's special, that's catalyst. So lots of catalysts, they're all going to continue. The result will be Bitcoin will chop its way up with volatility forever.
So you guys heard it here. And this is exactly what I'm talking about. We know that there's only 21 million Bitcoins to ever exist. Okay. Obviously Bitcoin has a supply limit. Okay, supply limit of 21 million. That's it. No more, no less. No more Bitcoins will ever be made. That's it. And you guys understand, Michael Saylor is right? We are not, like, no one's going to be making more Bitcoins, right? That's just not possible at all. You guys understand that. And yes, there's 21 million Bitcoins, but a few million have already been lost forever, right? Maybe someone, for example, bought, tens and thousands of Bitcoins back in, its early stages, let's just say 2010 or 2011 or even 2012, and they stored it into a hard wallet, and maybe they don't have access to it anymore because they forgot their password. That has happened, right? We know plenty of stories like that. So you guys understand, 21 million is already scarce itself. That's already so limited. But realistically, we maybe have less than 21 million. My guess is probably like around 16 to 17 million Bitcoins to exist. So think about that. 21 million alone is already so limited, but it's less than that now. So Bitcoin is really scarce, guys. And I've been telling guys that many times. And MicroStrategy, right? Michael Saylor is right. You know what I mean? Money is infinite. Okay, it's not limited. Land is infinite. Houses, properties is, not limited or anything like that. You know what I mean? It's not capped like Bitcoin, right? Bitcoin actually has a limited supply. Silver, gold. Okay, it's not limited. So you got to understand, when I tell you guys, I see Bitcoin reaching millions of dollars per Bitcoin, okay, because we know Bitcoin obviously has stores of value over the years. Bitcoin has grown so much. Bitcoin has only been around for over 10 years, right? Like, I believe 13 years now, over 13 years. So you guys have to understand, Bitcoin has grown so much. You know, literally just 10 years ago, Bitcoin was like $100 per Bitcoin. 10 years later, it's now worth tens of thousands of dollars. And remember, at one point, Bitcoin was almost at $70,000 per Bitcoin. The Bitcoin halving event is going to happen soon, and that's when we're going to really see Bitcoin reach a new all-time high, okay, and other altcoins will follow and pump with it. The Bitcoin, okay, bull market is right around the corner. The crypto bull market, guys, okay, is right around the corner. And that's why I've been telling you guys, this gives you pretty much 1 year, exactly 1 year to buy Bitcoin and these altcoins in the market for a decent price. You just have to really do your own research. But if I were you guys and you guys want to make money with crypto, just stick with the basics, Bitcoin and Ethereum. Simple, right? Especially Bitcoin. That's just personally my opinion. I know you guys want to make that quick money. You want to make that quick buck. You want to make some life-changing money. You want to invest, maybe $1,000 into a meme coin and turn it into $100,000. I understand, but that's high risk, high reward. I understand that, but it's really risky, guys. So if you guys want to do that strategy, investing $1,000 and turn it into tens and thousands of dollars, invest money that you're comfortable losing, right? Because that's really risky. That's why when I personally am investing into cryptocurrency, I like to invest just with the basics, right? In Bitcoin and Ethereum mainly. Yes, I invest into altcoins. Like for an example, I invest into BNB. Okay, I actually sold majority of it and actually swapped it into Bitcoin, believe it or not. Okay, that's just my personal choice. I did that, but I was investing in BNB, not anymore. I'm investing in XRP, Cardano, Dogecoin, believe it or not. Dogecoin was actually one of the first ever altcoins that I invested in when I started investing into crypto. In fact, Dogecoin was the first ever crypto coin I invested in. It wasn't Bitcoin, it wasn't Ethereum, it was actually Dogecoin, believe it or not, guys. Right? So Dogecoin has a lot of meaning to me, and I still hold majority of them, even though I sold some of them, okay, because, you got to take your profits, right? So yeah, I made some money with Dogecoins, and yeah, I took my profits, right? But I'm still buying Dogecoin, Solana, Polygon, Polkadot, Litecoin, not too much, but I'm still investing into it slightly. Shiba Inu, I actually sold majority of them when I was up in profits, so I don't really hold much Shiba Inu. Planning on buying more though. Avalanche, I've been buying. Chainlink, I've been buying as well. You guys know that Chainlink is one of those altcoins that I'm really keeping my eye on. Cosmos, and a fair few more, but that's majority of it. That's about it, really, right? But yeah, when I'm investing into cryptocurrency, I manage to stick with the basics, which is Bitcoin and Ethereum. But yeah, I 100% agree on what Michael Saylor had to say about Bitcoin, okay? And we know a couple of months ago, in fact, a couple of weeks ago, banks collapsing, okay? Literally like just last month, banks were in fact collapsing, okay? We know the story with Silicon Valley Bank. First Republic Bank was collapsing as well. Pretty much still is, and a lot of people realize they don't want to put their money in the banks. They want to put their money into something like Bitcoin. You know what I mean? This is what I always tell you guys, to treat Bitcoin like it's your own savings account, like it's your own bank account, because it really is, right? A Bitcoin equals a Bitcoin, okay? And it's literally your own money. It's decentralized. It's not backed by anything. It's not controlled by the government or anything, guys. And this is one of the main reasons why I like Bitcoin and why I treat Bitcoin like it's my own bank account, pretty much, right? To keep my money safe, pretty much, and to be a hedge against inflation, because it is, right? Over the years, inflation has gone crazy. Same with Bitcoin. Bitcoin has been following the inflation rate, right? It really has. And of course, the Bitcoin halving event is going to happen soon. Bitcoin's going to pump. Mark my words. But yeah, that's that, guys. So be excited for that. My most recent video, I already gave you guys an update on this, but I want to show you guys this in the stream. The Bitcoin monthly returns. You guys can clearly see for this year in 2023, so far, January, February, March, April has all been in the greens, and that's amazing to see. And so far this month, it's in the red still, 5.3%. We're down 5.3%, but this could potentially change in the next few days, few weeks, okay? I really want all these months to be greens. That would be actually absolutely crazy, because over the years, we haven't seen all greens, you know what I mean? But that's just really impossible, because Bitcoin is obviously really volatile, but we will see. Okay, we will see. And plus, I think May might not be a green month, because you guys can clearly see in previous years, usually May is not a great month for Bitcoin, but we will see what happens. Okay, it's been quite some time since we have seen Bitcoin in the greens, having a decent percentage back per month, 4 months in a row. You know, exactly 10 years ago, back in 2013, you guys can see 4 months straight, we had a great return. Look in March of 2013, 170 over 172%. We'll just round it up to 173. So that's absolutely crazy. You guys can clearly see that. But yeah, so far this year in 2023, Bitcoin is holding up really well. Okay, it really is. Okay, so we will see what's going to happen with Bitcoin, but it's pumping. You guys can clearly see that back up at 28.2. If we go to the weekly time frame here, you guys can clearly see that Bitcoin is obviously forming a new pattern to the upside. We have already hit bottom, which is right down here back in November and December. So for all the people out there that think Bitcoin will drop below $20,000 and lower, that's just very unlikely to happen. Okay, because we have already hit bottom, right? Bitcoin is obviously forming a new uptrend, right? From this downtrend that we have in fact been seeing all of last year in 2022, right? Who remembers we were in fact in a bear market? But yeah, I can clearly see that Bitcoin's clearly breaking out of it right now. So that's amazing to see, right? Always great to see for Bitcoin. So yeah, that's that. The Fingrid index is currently at 52, so it's still in neutral. So that's that. Yeah, still in neutral. 52. Yesterday it was in neutral. 51 last week was in greed. 64 last month it was in greed as well. 62. So every time the Fingrid index is at 55 and surpass 55, that's when we're back in greed. So yeah, 52 is not too bad, not too shabby. Okay, I feel like all of last year in 2022 we were all the way down here when we were in a bear market. We were like in fear mode, extreme fear mode at one point, at some points as well. But we're back in neutral and greed mode. So that's a great sign right there and great to see, right? Because I felt like we have, you know, been seeing the Fingrid index in fear mode for quite some time now. All right. But yeah, you guys can see, let's go to the 15-minute time frame here and see what Bitcoin is doing, because it's been pumping. I ain't gonna lie to you guys, it really has been pumping. 28.3 right now, so that's great. So yeah, Bitcoin's holding up really well. Its reaction to the CPI data is pretty good. Ethereum holding up well as well. Cardano, Avalanche, Solana, Chainlink, all holding up really well. Alright guys, I'm gonna go ahead and end the live here. I hope you guys all enjoyed it, but I just really wanted to come live and just chat with you guys and whatnot. And let me know, guys, in the comments down below if you guys want me to go live more often, because I will. I don't mind. But yeah, I want to be more active, guys, on my channel. I haven't really been uploading for the past few days, and I really do apologize. You know, when I was starting this YouTube channel, right, talking about Bitcoin and crypto and whatnot, I was uploading like not just a video a day. I was literally uploading like over 5 videos every single day. Like, who remembers? My OG viewers, if you guys remember, let me know. Like, I've uploaded almost 800 videos on this channel. Crazy. You know, every single day. I used to upload every day, but I sort of stopped that. But I want to get back into it for sure. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and end this live. Hope you guys all enjoyed it. Give a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you guys haven't already. I really would appreciate that. And I'll catch you guys all in my next stream or my next video. Have a good night, guys.